introduction. He's going to talk about feet. Everybody's got feet. He's going to give us the importance of them and maybe explain a little bit more. Good morning, John.
Sitting on the pot, reading for maybe a little bit too long, I step and crack. Oh no. Fall down in my head. I broke my foot, stepping off of a toilet. That's a shitty situation. That's true. 6 months of recovery. So I was going to welding school, and it was a bone right in the center right here of my foot, and I wore boots the whole time. I was up on my feet, and there was nothing the doctors could do. They're like, we could put you in a full brace cast. I'm like, well, then that's going to derail everything of what I'm doing right now, or we can just let it heal. Let it heal. I think we don't think about our feet very well. They're attached to us, they're a part of us, they're way down there. You don't think about them at all until you feel the pain of your feet. How many people have stepped on a nail before? Exquisite, excruciatingly horrendous pain. At the job site 2 days ago, my flooring guy should be used to nails doing flooring. He has pulling up some wood flooring similar to this plank, and nails are sticking up. And I walk in, I'm like, hey, do you want to put those in a bucket just so you don't step on them? He's like, yeah, I will, no problem. 3 minutes later, I see him go, right through his foot. And he just kind of hides it off and drags his foot away, and he goes around the corner and hear him go, and I'm like, Jason, you okay? You okay? He's like, yeah, I just really should have listened to you. Okay. So, Joe, who's in here, who's been in here with us a little bit, he's working for me part-time. He looks up online, and they have Kevlar insoles that you can put inside your shoes. Because Jason's doing flooring, he's wearing tennis shoes because he's inside, he's not doing work boots with heavy steel toes, but still most work boots don't have something to prevent nails to go through. And I am very, very strict at the job site with my nail people. Jason's a subcontractor doing his own thing, of take the time and de-nail every board. And I've had people go, oh, it's a waste of time. I'm like, you can step on them, you chuck them in the truck. I'm the one unloading the truck. I don't want my hands ripped apart by nails, those types of things. Because your feet and your hands are essential. Now, I don't know about you, I used to buy really, really cheap shoes. My entire childhood, my parents would buy shoes three sizes too big. We'd walk around like clowns for a year or two, and the shoes would wear out right as we about to grow into them. They're finally comfortable.
Yeah.
I finally am trying to buy good shoes. And I bought a pair of sailing shoes, thinking, yes, I'm not going to be in sneakers and slipping around on the boat. I sail out at Fern Ridge and do sail racing. So I'm a foredeck person, so it's at the very front of the boat. I'm a little bit of a big guy for that. I'm only like a 120-pound person, and I'm a 260-pound person running around up there. And if you slip on a boat, you can fall right off. You can get tangled up in things. So you need to be agile. You need to be able to dance around, get your sail set, spin, bring it down, bring the jib down, and you need to have good traction. You need to have good shoes. So I bought a cheap pair, to try it out. And they worked okay, but they hurt my feet every single time I wore them. I'm commiserating with Joe again, and he's like, hey, I just got a pair. Try them out. I think they're the same size. So I tried them out last night. The night and day difference from when you're sitting there having fun with something but your feet hurt, to you're sitting there and your feet feel great. That just changes everything. The smallest little change. So for you, I have a couple solutions. If you deal with your feet, which I think everybody deals with their feet at certain times. If you haven't, have you ever had a blister on your feet? Have you ever woken up or walked and hit the corner of that pinky toe on a coffee table?
Yeah.
Oh, that pain. Having damaged feet isn't good. Now, there's ways that you can strengthen your feet a little bit. Invite you all to just put your feet on the ground, just sitting down is fine. Put your feet flat on the ground. Now, John worked with us here too. Both feet flat on the ground. Getting everybody in line.
Okay, go.
Now, lift just your big toes, not your other. Feels weird, right? I'm trying to focus on that. Now, keep your big toes on the ground and lift the other 4 toes.
Can't be done.
Right? It's hard, right? I'm seeing this video of this guy's just sitting there in a chair, feet out splayed, and he's just like, try this. And it's just like, I mean, you're moving a centimeter up. You're like, this just feels so weird. Now move the toes on their own. Try to move each toe individually. I'm like, that is not possible. What is happening here? A couple iterations of that, and I can do it. I can move my toes independently. I can flex my feet. My feet have been feeling better. That is one very simple thing. Take you 3 minutes while you're sitting on the pot so you don't break a foot when you step off it, or just sitting down if you have a little bit of time. You're on a road trip and you're not driving, or even if you are driving, use the other foot while you're doing that. You can do a little bit of motion and exercise with your feet to help your feet be better and stronger. Another recommendation from a physical therapist after I broke that foot is get a lacrosse ball. When you get the lacrosse ball, especially if you're doing like an office job, you can have this just on the ground. Every once in a while, kick off your shoes, grab that lacrosse ball, and just roll your foot on the lacrosse ball. That little bit of pressure, and you push down as hard as you want to push down, but you'll feel it. You find a way to feel it, no problem there. But that little bit of relaxing the muscles in your feet. So we have so many bones, so many little muscles, always tendons attached together, and you never do anything about it. You just stand on them all day, hike all day, walk all day, and your feet don't get the love that they should. So I invite you to be nice to your feet. They're a part of you. They're a part of you you always want to be a part of you. And ask anybody who's lost a limb, and they'll tell you, don't take it for granted. Friend Adam has a lower prosthetic. Born that way, never knew any different. And Ron played frisbee with us, played hacky sack. He's an awesome dude. And one day, we'd known each other for a couple years. I was like, Adam, like, what's it like waking up in the morning and only having 1 foot? And he thought about it, and he said, I've never thought about it. It sucks. It really sucks. I'm like, how? He's like, I have to be careful every single time I get out of bed because I'm hopping on one leg until I put my prosthetic on. And so the amount of balance and the amount of intentionality he has to go through life because he only has 1 foot makes all the difference. So don't take your body for granted. Appreciate what you have. All of us have things we'd love to change about ourselves a little bit, but we have amazing musculature, we have amazing appendages, we have amazing feet. Give them the love they deserve.
All right.